everybody, and welcome back. So Porky and I have braved once again driving in Albania, and we've made our way to one of Albania's most charming and cultural significant cities, Korça. Korça is located in southeastern Albania. It's not far from the borders of Greece and North Macedonia. Korça feels a little different from many of the places we visited so far. This city is known for its elegant architecture, tree-lined boulevards, and a relaxed atmosphere that invites you to slow down, take a minute, and simply enjoy being here. As we wandered through Korçë's old cobblestone streets and quiet back alleys, it didn't take long to understand why so many Albanians speak so fondly of this city. Rounding each corner would reveal yet another row of centuries-old houses with their terracotta roofs, sprouting chimneys that, I'm quite sure, still offer relief from winter fires. Each window, each doorway, each cobblestone seems to have a story to tell, but seems to guard it like a secret. You must be in the club to hear the story, have descended from those who walked the same streets for centuries past. I'm an outsider, so I can make up my own stories and daydream about all the people past and present that have called this place home. I came to Korça to play tourist, and as I may have mentioned, Korça is considered, so I've read, to be the cultural center of Albania, and I wanted to see what that was all about. So hello, I am at the Museum of Medieval Art here in Korça. We're going to go check out what that's all about. I'm not sure if we can video or take any pictures, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. This gym is tucked away off a tree-lined street and was a wonderful way to pass a drizzly morning. The museum's focus is on religious iconography, most of which dated back to at least the 13th century. Now, I'm not a religious or even a very spiritual person, but I was struck at the number of depictions of the Christ figure, Mary, the disciples, all of whom looked as though they came from this part of the world, beautiful brown skin and brown-eyed, all striking the same poses you see your blonde, blue-eyed Jesus take in the West. The humanist in me wondered who created who in their own image. The museum is impressive, worth the €7, and can easily be maneuvered in an hour. Next, I wandered over to the Resurrection Cathedral with its majestic Eastern Orthodox presence dominating the city. The church is not as old as one would typically expect a cathedral to be in Europe. Ground broke on this gem in 1994 and was completed in 2002, constructed by Greece and funded by Orthodox Albanians and the larger Albanian diaspora. So this is the pedestrian zone right across from the church. Bunch of cafes and little shops and things like that. And right behind me was the Greek consulate, which looked pretty cool. We're gonna mosey around here, eventually find a place for lunch, probably end up back in the Old Bazaar, and continue to explore there. So this is the footprint of the old cathedral that was destroyed by the communist regime in the 60s. And it was destroyed in order to build this piece of Soviet brutalist architecture, which, as I understand it, was a library. Check out the theater built in the old communist style. That's really cool. I milled around the Old Bazaar, struck by the vibrant red, blue, and green colors of the hand-woven wool rugs. There's more cafes. And for the first time after being on the road, I bought my first souvenirs for family back home and a couple of cotton rugs for the camper van, wool not being such a good idea. The restored market area combines traditional Albanian architecture with modern cafes, restaurants, and artisan shops. Walking through its narrow streets offers a glimpse into the city's commercial past, while also showing how Korça has embraced the future. So I'm actually on a bit of a mission. A lot of the men in Albania carry these sling pouches, or actually just look like purses. And I want one because I'm tired of my pockets being laid down, cameras and wallets and all that kind of stuff. So heading into the Old Bazaar area to see if I can find something along those lines. It's one of those things that you see them everywhere, and when you want one, you can't find one anywhere. So we'll see. Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Ma kalosh mirë më ke shëndela.
For over 20 days, I had been in Albania, slowly traveling its mountains and valleys, dodging sheep and donkeys. With each new destination, I fall more in love with this country. Each new destination gets better than the one before, but I must ask myself, is it the destination, or am I working further towards my goal of slowing down? These places seem to be trying to speak to me, and I'm trying to be quiet and listen. For Porky and me, Korça was a place that encouraged us to slow down, wander around without a plan, and appreciate the simple moments. Sometimes I think the best travel experiences aren't about famous landmarks or bucket list attractions. They're about finding a city or a place where life feels genuine, where families gather in the evenings, where conversations fill the cafés, and where every cobblestone street seems to tell a story. So that is going to be a wrap for Korça, Albania. I can certainly see why they call this the cultural heart of Albania, something like that. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please click like, subscribe, come along for the little ride, and that way you will know where Porky and I end up next time. Until then, keep exploring. Take care. Go to the store and get some bread, and I come back after being out a minute. There's this hole in it. How did that happen? How did that happen?